I come with receipts. That's what I do. All right? And beauty salons and barbershops, you can't even imagine. So Black Wall Street was the blueprint for success, and that's why they erased it from history. I don't like to lecture people. I like interactive dialogue.
Yeah.
So I got a few more minutes to expand your circumference of thinking, so just bear with me. We need to understand, well, let me go back, let me say this. I saw an advertisement for BICA, the BICA Awards, that stated, bring your open mind to know and think big. We're going to test how big we actually think. Most of us are out here chasing what? Say, I heard it. What did somebody say? It started with B, what was it? The bag. Most of us are out here chasing the bag. That's an example of small thinking. Because see, when you move alone, a bag is all you can carry. But when you move as a group, you chase the bank.
There you go.
Then you own it.
There you go.
See, that's the Black Wall Street blueprint. Tulsa's Black Wall Street was so prosperous that white citizens borrowed money from Black Wall Street.
Come on now.
All right, listen. Somebody explain to me what the acronym BICA stands for. Come on, talk black to me. Say it again.
Beauty Industry Community Awards.
Beauty Industry and Community Awards. Well, when you leave today, BICA should mean building institutional and community advantages. Because this is not a moment, it is what? A movement.
Yeah.
Right? It's a movement that should inspire you to use your institution, your platform, and your brilliance to transform disadvantages into advantages. See, I understand that some people genuinely fear success, mainly because of the fear of loss, opposition, and competition. Well, let me tell you something about that. I'm a descendant of people who built an entire economic empire built for us, by us. An entire city within a city that was 40 blocks long and a mile wide. It is important that you understand what I just stated. 40 blocks long, a mile wide. The dollar circulated an entire year before it left the community. What's important for you to understand about what I just stated is I said before it left the what? Community. Without connection to the community, you will never recreate Black Wall Street. Because there's an African proverb that says, the pot that feeds the family cannot feed itself. How many police officers do y'all think we had in Black Wall Street? Just give me a number, anybody. We had one. One police officer for 15,000 people. 4 volunteer deputies that were black business owners. Now I know some of y'all don't understand where I'm going with this, but listen. We built a self-sustaining mecca inside the oil capital of the world. Because you hear people say, there's a lot of Black Wall Streets all over the country. Greenwood ain't the only one, but it's the only one that was inside the oil capital of the world. That's what makes it significant. Many historians refer to Oklahoma as the 19th century Saudi Arabia because of oil production. In fact, we built 50 black towns before Greenwood was even bombed in the state of Oklahoma. I challenge degree historians because they like to say Greenwood was developed as a result of Jim Crow. If you don't know what Jim Crow law is, in Oklahoma, Bill 01, the first law at statehood, was Jim Crow to separate black people from white people, to make sure you couldn't spend money except with anybody but yourself. Well, when historians go to the podium and they go to speak to academia, they like to use this term, black people were forced to spend with each other. Let me tell you what's problematic about that. We already built 35 towns before Jim Crow was even invented. So nobody had to force us to spend with each other. It was a matter of simple science, right? It was absolutely natural for us to do that. Raise your hand if you know about the Trail of Tears. Really? No, raise your hand if you know about the Trail of Tears. If you don't, be honest, that's fine. Okay, listen. How many of you, those of you who know about the Trail of Tears, how many of you know black people was with the Indians? All right? You see, the only people that owned land in Oklahoma were black people and native people. over 3 million acres of land was allotted to Africans who had been enslaved by the 5 civilized tribes. This began in 1838 during the Indian Removal Act that brought them to Oklahoma. Can somebody tell me when Juneteenth is? We in Texas. I'm expecting straight up answer.
June 19th.
June 19, 18 what? 65. Black Oklahomans were not freed by the 5 civilized tribes until a year after Juneteenth. The tribes were punished by the federal government because they sided with the Confederate. During the Civil War, which subjected them to the Treaty of 1866. The tribes